It's May and I am Black Mountain Faith, and today I want to go ahead and cover one of the booklets that I have done in my A5 Traveler's Notebook to begin my faith study, Begin with Thanksgiving, for November 1st. Did like a two-part tutorial where we put together this. I did change out the little doorknob here because it was just so small, so I got like a much larger one to be able to grab this. And I did have to go ahead and glue down my charms because this piece actually disconnected, and I haven't put the door plate on yet, but yeah. So I had said I was going to do some pockets and stuff in here. I think what I'm going to do is wait till the very end and see how much more room I have. I've went ahead and took out the first booklet. It is right beside me here. So we're going to be covering this booklet and we're going to be sticking it back. Okay? So let's go ahead and let me show you all the goodies that I got out. It's not a whole lot. My brother had given me a whole bunch of crafting supplies that Betty had. Betty was a card maker, and I have decided I felt really weird about using her supplies, and then the more I thought about it, I was like, you know what? This way I'll be able to look at them all the time. So I went ahead and went through a whole bunch of her stuff, and this looks like it was from the fall market with Cartabella. I like this soft blue color, and on the back side is this brown. So I pulled that, and then this is from a Recollections paper pad, and it's called Welcome Fall. I'm thinking I'm going to use the Gather and Give Thanks. I'm thinking, or I might use these and put Begin with Thanksgiving because that's the name of the study. So there's these 4x4s right there. Or no, 6x6, I'm sorry. So I pulled out 2 sheets of like this sweater pattern. This is what I want to cover the actual booklet in. And then here are some more journaling cards. It says Gather and Give Thanks, what I'm thankful for. I like the turkey a lot. Grateful hearts, some notes, and journaling cards here, and like little tags. I'll figure it out as I go. And if I don't want to cut into that teal sheets right here, like this kind of mint, I'm thinking I might use one of her scraps from Echo Park, and it was the Celebrate Autumn. Either that was the name of the sheet or that was the name of the collection. I'm not really sure. So I have that, and then from my stash, I'm sorry, I have one more sheet here. It's got like these little acorns and different types of little leaves and stuff. I thought this would be very cute to like center on the front of the booklet. This is the reverse side, but I'm thinking that's the side I'm going to go with. From my stash, I went ahead and pulled these from last year. It's the Paper Studio Flowers. I think they're pretty cool colors, and I like these stacked pumpkin stickers. And then I have like some mint colored seam binding that I had dyed. And then this really pretty ribbon right here with the fall pickup trucks and the pumpkins. And it's got like a gold edging on each side. And let's see, I have some of these, if I can get this open on camera. Oh, I actually did it. These are like little metal pieces, and I don't know if you guys can see, but they're little ladybugs, and I just thought they were super cute. They're in my stash, and I'm like, you know what? We got metal in the front of the book. Let's have some fun. Let's do it. Of course, I pulled my glue, and I went ahead and pulled a punch. So it's kind of like this little scalloped, we call it decorative look. And so, yeah, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and cover this book because I need to begin my study on Sunday. And what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and measure my booklet here. Get out my trusty fat pencil. All right, so, oh my gosh, this daggone ruler is so old. So I'm going to go to, let's see, it's $5.75. So I'm going to go just a hair under. I'm going to make that mark for a hair under $5.75 wide. And then, this looks like it's 8 1/4. So I'm going to do, it's just a little over 8 1/4 actually. So I'm going to go hair over 8 1/4. Oh, I'm not matting it yet. I'm covering the darn thing. Okay. So hang on. 75 hair over. Alright, so let's go ahead and get it cut. What I'll do is I'll fast forward you while I'm cutting my papers and getting it adhered to the booklet. So I'll be right back. I know what I'm doing, guys. Trust me. I'm just thinking about something. I'm thinking I want to do something here. Yeah. Alright, trust me, peoples. Trust me, trust me, trust me. I may have to trim this, but we will see. Alright, that's where I'm going with that one. I'm in a good mood today, y'all. Yes, I am. There we go. Now let's test it and see if my eyeballing worked. Alright. So we're going to have that down. This is going to be going round about there. Yep. And then this, is it directional? Kind of, but it don't really matter. Ha ha ha! I dig it much. Okay. So, in order to get it to do what I want, let's go ahead and ink this up real quick. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Okay. Ink this one up. Okay. So what we're gonna go ahead and do. That part don't really matter just yet. This is what matters most. So let's go ahead and get this booger together. Actually, I am telling a fib. Yes, I am. I need those magnets. Where are those magnets? There they are. Alright. Don't be a jerk. Okay. All right. Okay, so when I set this booger here, okay. So, get that there. Get this one here. Take this off. This off. Alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fabric his booger to this one. And then I got to worry about getting my magnets right for the next one. Because what I want to do is this is the piece that's going to be popping off every time I go in here. Like I said, Fabri-Tac does not mind magnets or metal. It don't mind anything. It is a beast. Yes, it is. And since I've got that over that double-sided tape, it's going to give me some wiggle room. Alright. Now, what we gonna do is, first of all, I want to make sure that this is pretty much like, you know, in the center here. See what I mean? Like that. Right? So I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to show you my trick about how to get my magnets right. Where's my other magnets? I'm missing one. Let me grab it. Okay, guys. So, like I said, when you got your magnets like this, all you gotta do is just drop it. It'll find its spot. There we go. Alright. So, I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing I did, like, on the front. I'm just gonna be securing each magnet into place before I add glue. Alright. The only thing we got to do is just glue this down now and then embellish the cover. So we'd be good. Alright. Let's go ahead and get this up. Oops. Come on now. Alright. Alright, so let's get our... Let me make sure my booklet is the right way. Okay. So basically what I'm going to be doing is sticking this down right in here. Yos, yos, yos. Oh, that's more than enough glue, trust me. Alright. Whew. Fumes on that. Oh my gosh. Whew. I just got like a big whip in my face. Ooh. Alright, so basically I'm going to go like right in here. You got what I'm saying? And I'm going to adhere it down. Alright. I am going to remove that. Check it out. Okay, so we have our magnets behind this piece of paper. That's what my whole deal was. Okay, so every day when I'm writing in the book, that's what I got to deal with. It's just these 4 little magnets. And because it's behind this piece of cardstock and in front of that piece of cardstock, by the time I pull over this cardboard cover, it's not a big bump. So we decorate this, and then every day we could just lay it back on and see, not coming off. So now we get to embellish this. I was wanting to get this guy on here, but what I did was I looked at this one. Where'd it go? It's got the little turkey. Is that the one? Yeah. I'm wanting this little turkey off of here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Okay. I think I'm going to give it a little bit of a border. Yeah. That's good. Now, the question is, will it fit in there? No, so let's cut him out. Let's just lightly fussy cut. I'm not really big into fussy cutting. If I was, you know, I'm sorry. I'm not a big fussy cutter. Something like this where I want the main element, yeah, it's easy enough to just go around it and grab it. But for the most part, if it's something like this, and let's say I was designing it, it would so be a cut file. Yes, it would. Because I would not be happy with it if it wasn't. Alright, so basically we're just going to ink this guy up just a little bit. And we're going to lay down some pumpkins and some flowers. And with alphas, I'll probably spell out begin with Thanksgiving. And that will be my cover, my peeps. Yes, it will. Yep. I probably could have did him dimensionally, but yeah, I didn't. It'd be alright. Thinking I'm going to put my bird like right in there. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and commit. Because if not, I'll sit here all day looking at it and fussing with it. And I have to go get some stuff done today. I have some orders and everything I need to get in the mail. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and make this little guy lay down. I think it looks good. Really digging that. Alright, so let's get a lot of this stuff out of my way. Yep. Now we could do this. We could bring this into the front. And we could tie a bow around this. Instead of putting the title. Could probably do that. Let's do that. Let's see if I can get away with it. Let me see if I can actually do it. The best way to tie a bow is turn the project upside down, and then it will generally do what you want. It's weird. I don't know what the deal is, but it does generally work if you turn the bow upside down from where you are and the way you're wanting it to hang. Okay, so I don't want it too tight. Alright. Okay, so let's grab this part. Yeah, I do 2 bunny ears. That's the way I tie. Because my hands are not that great, so I just go the easiest way it is for my hands. Like I said, if you just tie the bow upside down for some reason, the booger generally turns out good. But seam binding, kind of has a mind of its own sometimes. It really does. Okay, so let's turn this booger back around. Ooh, that's a big old bow. I don't really want it that daggone big. Okay. Turn it. This is where when it ticks me off, I will use glue in a second to make it act right. Yes, I will. If I have to, I will on this too. Okay. It's a thought. Yes, it is. If I was to cut it, hold it down just a hair, would I be okay with it? I'm actually thinking I will be. It's not a perfect bow, but it's really cute. So you know what? Let's go ahead and tack his booger down. Let's make him act right. Stick your butt down. And then just a teeny tiny dab right in there. Enough to just hold the little tails down. Whoop, get back up there. kind of okay with it. But I don't want that to be like the wrong way. Does that make any sense? I want it at least evened up. There we go. That's kind of cool. I can dig it. Alright, so let's go ahead and get my flowers and pumpkins on, and maybe 1 or 2 ladybugs, and I'm going to call it a day. This is actually going to be the front of the book. I'm good with it. Alright, so where is the little goodies? Alright. So let's get some pumpkins on. I'm glad that there's some like teal colored ones. That makes me really happy. So let's get like this, probably. And I'm gonna let it fall over a little, go like a little past. I don't trust that. So let's go ahead and get some glue on there. Okay. Okay. Bring this one up just a hair. What happened to you? Why are you acting weird? Okay. When did I weird? Y'all see that? I know I did. I'm thinking that one's not gonna work. I stick that one there in that glue spot. Stick. Nope. Stick that there. Y'all better go where I said to go. Actually, get off. Let's do it this way. Yeah. Should have went up just a little bit more. Yeah. That way they're around my turkey. Get on up there. Alright. There we go. And they should stay because of what I'm about to do next. Alright, so let's get these flowers on here. So what kind of flowers do we got going on here? Got some really pretty ones. I'm liking the fact that that's the checkerboard kind. Yeah. Got some checkerboard. Got some teal. Got some like newsprint. About right in there. Let's see. That one's a cute little bub. It's a bit dimensional for my taste. I'm gonna put that there. I'm just testing it out. I'm not committing yet. Alright. So this is what we're gonna do. Alright. So I'm just gonna sploosh a lot of glue on here because it's already gluey anyway, right? And then I'm just gonna lay some flowers on. Like I said, I cut my tip like way harsh and not cool. The tip on my glue is just like all to pieces. Thinking I want to do most of the flat ones, so I'm trying to get as many of the flat ones on here as I can. Yeah. Maybe I should have did like that color. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I'm digging all this. This is cool. Alright, we got some more we can get in here. Okay, and I need like, don't want pink. Let's do another one of these purpley ones. Alright, and I'm just like smashing it to make it stick really good. Got my little pumpkins sticking out. I'm okay with that. Let me get my little flowers up. I'll put these into my junk drawer over here for my next project. Alright, so that's the cover of the booklet. Come on now. It just needs to set, is what it needs to do. So we're good there. And so when we bring the cover of, where's the booklet? So when I bring my booklet back, see how it just sits down? And that's the cover of my book for my junk journal for the month of November. I don't like that there's a little bit of glue right there. If you take your nail, like I said, Fabri-Tac is really good to come up like that. So I'm really happy with it. Tell me what you guys think. To go, and I'll do my first week flip in here, okay? But until I see you guys for another video, y'all have a nice day.